In April 1970, an oxygen tank ruptured aboard Apollo 13, instantly crippling the spacecraft in the freezing blackness between the Earth and the Moon. The crew's fight for survival became the defining near disaster of the early space age. Fast forward to April 2026. A jubilant crowd gathered at Ellington Field in Houston to welcome the Artemis II crew back to Earth. The date of their safe return fell on the exact 56th anniversary of that fateful Apollo 13 launch. The historical symmetry carried massive weight. After Apollo 17 closed out the lunar exploration era in 1972, humanity retreated. For more than 50 years, human spaceflight has been strictly confined to low Earth orbit, circling the same shallow cosmic pool. Those 5 decades of stagnation created a quiet, lingering doubt within the scientific community. Had we lost the technical ability to keep humans alive beyond the protection of the Earth's magnetic field? The Artemis II crew was built to answer that question. Commander Reid Wiseman, pilot Victor Glover, Christina Koch, and Canada's Jeremy Hansen were selected to finally break us out of low Earth orbit. They had the explicit blessing of the old guard. Shortly before he passed away, the late Apollo 13 commander, Jim Lovell, recorded a wake-up message specifically cheering on this new 4-person crew. NASA needed a clean flight. Because this mission served as the final validation for the Orion capsule's flight software and life support, any major malfunction would likely postpone the follow-up Artemis III mission and throw the 2028 landing schedule into chaos. Lovell's recorded message delivered a direct command from the men of the Apollo generation to the Artemis crew. It is time to finish the job we started. This animated spatial diagram maps the Orion capsule's 10-day trajectory. The flight path stretches past the Moon, reaching 252,756 miles from Earth, eclipsing Apollo 13's record. This extreme distance gave the astronauts a prolonged view of the lunar far side and a total solar eclipse transit. While staring at the majesty of the cosmos, they still dealt with the physical reality of living inside a tiny capsule. Namely, their highly advanced space toilet broke down. NASA engineers viewed the plumbing failure as a valuable data point. Finding the exact breaking points of mundane life support systems on this flyby provides the telemetry needed to engineer a permanent fix for longer missions. Successfully navigating these physical extremes while managing system failures provides the proof of concept for the hardware. It demonstrates that the Orion systems can be managed and repaired in deep space, even when the crew is days away from help. At the apex of their orbit, the crew captured a new perspective of our planet, an Earth-set photo showing the blue marble slipping quietly behind the gray, heavily cratered surface of the Moon. In 1968, the Apollo 8 mission captured the famous Earthrise photo, showing humanity its home from the Moon for the first time. This new Earth set provided a historical mirror image for the modern era. For astronaut Christina Koch, the most striking part of the image wasn't Earth itself. It was the vast, empty blackness pressing in from all sides. She described the Earth as a lifeboat, hanging undisturbed in a universe that is otherwise hostile to human life. This shift in perspective, viewing the Earth not as an infinite resource, but as a single, isolated vessel, provides a new framework for why we leave it. We are exploring the void to better understand the fragility of the crew we have at home. The mission concluded with a successful splashdown in the Pacific Ocean, followed by a return to Houston to meet the teams at Mission Control. Surrounded by family and colleagues, Commander Wiseman spoke about the duality of spaceflight, that while going to the Moon is the ultimate dream, once you are actually out there, your primary goal is surviving to see your family again. With the crew safely home, the agency immediately pivoted to the next objective. This schematic illustrates the plan for Artemis III, where a new crew will practice docking the Orion capsule with a lunar lander while in Earth's orbit. That orbital rendezvous is the final technical hurdle before a landing can be attempted. Successful docking sets the stage for the mission that follows in 2028, Artemis IV. In 2028, the Artemis IV mission will attempt to put 2 astronauts directly on the ground near the lunar South Pole, targeting a region that may contain water ice. Looking out at the rows of blue-suited NASA personnel, Wiseman issued a rallying cry for the years ahead. It takes courage. It takes determination, and you all are freaking going, and we are going to be standing there supporting you every possible way. Artemis II was a 250,000-mile flight test that validated the thermal shielding, navigation, and life support systems required for these upcoming lunar landings. It proved that after 50 years, we have the hardware and the data to move from visiting the moon to staying there.